We begin with the family's desperate search for a loving mum. Sandrine Jourdan vanished almost 4 years ago, leaving her 3 young children broken-hearted and confused. Tonight, police and Sandrine's loved ones need your help to solve her disappearance. Chris Allen has the story and joins me now. Chris.
Thanks, Tracy. Sandrine's family are refusing to give up. They say police have run out of clues, but they believe there are people out there who may be able to help them piece together what happened to this loving mum on the day she disappeared. And as you're about to see tonight, we catch up with 3 of them. Do you believe she's still alive?
No. No. Something's happened to her.
Can you tell us what happened to Sandrine?
No. I talked to her on the last day, but that's it.
We were wanting to see if you could help us with any information about Sandrine Jourdan.
Nothing that I already haven't sort of said to the police there.
Can you tell us what happened to Sandrine?
No, I'm not. I've said it all.
So cheers, Sam. Cheers. Say cheers. Love you. Love you. Turn the camera around. I don't know what they say. Whoa, Sam, take it easy.
She is the loving mum of 3. They are the 3 men her family believe may know more about what happened to her.
One of those 3 people all knows something. And we want to find the answers.
Do you think someone killed Sandrine?
It's harsh to say, but yes.
Kathy Wallahan is Sandrine Jourdan's aunt, and she refuses to believe Sandrine simply ran away.
Oh God, no. No. Her children were her life. Every day. Every day.
And there's never a period when she wasn't in touch with them?
Nope, not a time. No. She would always ring them and they would ring her.
Sandrine Jourdan disappeared from this acreage property north of Brisbane almost 4 years ago. Now, Sandrine had spent most of the day there visiting a friend. That friend, John Boegheim, is one of the people her family are hoping can help them work out what happened. Chris Allen from A Current Affair, John. Yeah. Just wondered if I could ask you some questions about Sandrine Jourdan.
You can, yeah.
John Boegheim used to work with Sandrine and the 2 became friends. Obviously you were the last person to see her alive.
Yeah.
So you've no idea what happened to her? You were the last person to see her that day?
No, I had no idea.
John says he's been interviewed by detectives about events that day, but denies he had anything to do with Sandrine's disappearance. The family seem to think you've given conflicting versions of what happened. They say at one stage you say she left quietly out the front, at another stage she ran out the back and hid in the bush.
No, I've given possibilities that I thought may have happened after I last saw her. I had no opportunity to hurt her. I had no reason to.
There's got to be somebody that knows. You know, Sandrine just didn't just go missing. There's got to be a clue.
Sandrine's brother Philip got a call from John the night his sister disappeared.
I didn't know him. And he seemed quite concerned about Sandrine.
And of course, I guess at that point you didn't realise that he was probably the last person to see her.
That's right, yeah. He mentioned to me that Sandrine left the house with a purse in hand, and that's it.
Well, if you were concerned about her welfare, why didn't you go to the police?
I'd actually promised to Sandrine that I wouldn't call her brother. She didn't want anyone to know where she was. And I had to break that word because I was worried about her.
Just a quick hi and peace be with you guys. Alright, see ya.
Sandrine sent regular messages to her children, who split their time between Sandrine and her ex-husband.
I miss her company. I miss her company of her kids, of her children that we used to spend time with. And the family gatherings we used to have.
When she disappeared, Sandrine was looking for somewhere to live, having recently broken up with her ex-boyfriend, Ian Kennard. Yeah, you've no idea what happened to Sandrine?
No, mate, no, I'm really sorry.
Obviously, she was living with you for a few months before she disappeared.
She was living with me, yes, but then we hadn't had any contact for a number of months after that. After she left, you know.
Ian Kennard says Sandrine struggled with mental health issues and he had done as much as he could to help her.
Oh, unfortunately, Sandrine was an absolutely beautiful girl, but she had a very troubled mind, as everyone seems to understand.
She was on medication. She didn't like the medication. She felt as though it made her stupid, where she really just wasn't thinking straight. So she was on the process and in the process through doctors of coming off those meds, yeah.
But she continued to work. It didn't stop her living a life.
No, she was good.
She had been disappeared for months before I even knew about it.
So do you think she's alive?
At this point, I don't think so, no.
Can you think of anyone who would want to harm her?
Not at all. She was a beautiful person.
The day she vanished, her family say Sandrine was supposed to be meeting up with another friend, Brad Ainsworth, and going to a retreat. Going to meet with her and go to a retreat, weren't you?
Yep, done retreat.
Didn't see her that day?
Nope.
Brad Ainsworth says he was angry with Sandrine on the day she disappeared, and that's why they didn't meet.
Yeah, I was actually really upset. I'm sorry, but I was. You know, that doesn't mean I did anything to her.
The family seem to think that you and maybe others have information that you're not telling them.
I don't have any information. I think under the circumstances, you know, if the police are talking to you, you take it pretty seriously.
Just 6 months ago, one of the locals told Sandrine's family that this property had never been searched. Now, this property is just a few doors down from where Sandrine was last seen. So family and friends got together and conducted their own search, and you won't believe what they found.
They had found some material which was similar to this material here that we just found here, so the police obviously didn't see that. Black pants, a bra, some sunglasses and some shells, and Sandrine loved her shells.
The clothes, which were wrapped in an old carpet, matched the description of what Sandrine was wearing. Jan, who rents the property, remembers it well.
And she came up visibly shaken, and she said, I think I'm going to have to call the police. I said, why, what's wrong? She said, I've found clothes similar to the one Sandrine was wearing when she disappeared. Oh, no. Next minute, there was coppers everywhere.
No, they said they would DNA test it, and it would take some time to do that. But it's been 6 months now, and we've heard nothing.
There was junk all over that property when I bought it, including clothing. Anything could have been washed up.
All 3 men have been interviewed by police. None of them have been declared a person of interest. And all 3 claim they've suffered as a result of Sandrine's disappearance.
This has just devastated me. All of this has devastated me.
Right, so yeah, you'd have no understanding of why she may have been scared or edgy just before she disappeared.
Her troubled mind would have caused that.
Can you think of any reason why anyone would want to hurt Sandrine?
Again, there's different possibilities there, but I can't prove anything, so.
The police won't discuss Sandrine's case with us. We've been told they've run out of clues and passed the matter to the coroner. So now the family's only hope is that the coroner can come up with some kind of explanation. In the meantime, they're struggling to let go of what's happened.
I drive down the road, for an example. Drive down the road. I could swear I've seen her. I say, I've seen her. It's happened to me just to stop, turn around and go back and have a look.
That's obviously pretty hard then when it's not her.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
She has 3 children. These 3 children need to find their mother. They need to find out and get closure so they can move on. They're not coping. And how would you cope, not knowing where your mother is?
And the coroner is yet to decide if there will be an inquest into the disappearance of Sandrine Jourdan. If you have any information that might help police with their investigation, you're urged to call Crime Stoppers on 1800 333 000. That's 1800 333 000.